me get started. This is day 4. Mosquitoes. That's the hard part about working outside on a stagnant bicycle. Is mosquitoes get you. Okay, here I go. Today is day 4. Yes, it is. And I'm not quitting. Wait, I need to get it closer. It's a little bit too far away for this mic. There we go. Sorry about that movement. Okay. I thought I had it set up good. There we go. Okay, day 4. So, I got stuck having to be here at the cycle outside. I was going to walk around in North Pole again, but what happened is it started raining really hard in North Pole. And if it rains here, I'll put the tarp over me and the camera. Okay, I'm going to pull up, make sure everything's working good. There it is, number 4. Okay, sounds like audio's working. Hey, there's Alaska Hockey Girl. Hi. I hope your tryouts went well. Okay, now I can turn it down because I know the audio's working. I almost didn't do it today, and I was like, nope, I have to. Everybody's going to hold me accountable. So I'm going to start it at a quick speed and work it into increments of faster or more retention on the thing, because this thing can lock down pretty hard. So we're in the yellow zone. Oh, I got to watch the miles. I'm at 2,370 miles. 70 and a half. Okay, here I go. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, Hockey Girl. I was watching the Olympics actually, and that's what made me lose track of time. And I thought, wait, I'm watching the Olympics sitting on my backside when I should be doing my workout. So I'm doing my workout. I was going to do it inside if the rain started coming, and then my dog was spazzing out. And I was like, this is too hard. I just got to get it done. It's getting late. No excuses. No more excuses. I have to live up to my title, eh? Hello, I missed the last couple days. Been very busy. Yeah, I was walking at UAF yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. The day before I was walking in North Pole. Yeah, and then the first day I was on the cycle bike. Yep, I love watching the Olympics too. It's very motivating. It's like, hey, I need to get out there and work out, I need to get fit. And then I just sit there and watch it. And I can't watch the Olympics and live stream at the same time unless I turn it down, because you can't have any copyright stuff. NBC's not allowing that. But I probably would have driven my husband crazy yapping away in there with the dog barking. So this is me on day 4. I committed to doing this every day. No more excuses. Now, the good part, I have lost some weight. Yeah. I got more to lose. A lot of a jiggle jaggle. Let's see, I need to keep track. That one says 4 minutes. Yeah, awesome. I hope everybody joins in with, just 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day. Even if you see me walking around like Forrest Gump, you can join me so I'm not the crazy lady walking around talking to herself. Let's see, your school starts. Yeah, school starts next week. Awesome! Junior high school. Yes. Very cool. I'm lucky my kids are all done with school. My last one, he graduated in 10th grade. Super cool, but he's still a minor, so I still get to have my baby boy, my last one. All the other 3 kids are all done and grown up. So, yep, school. It's fun not being a school mom anymore. I'm a school grandma because my grandson's starting 1st grade. Ooh. My granddaughter's too young for school still. Yeah. That's what tired me out yesterday. That's right. The days are running into each other. I watched my grandchildren all night and I was really tired and I almost talked myself out of working out. But I know that there'll be the fact checkers that say, hey, you didn't work out. You missed day such and such. So this is good, having myself held accountable. Hello from Brazil. Bom dia. Yeah, Alaska's a nice place. Nothing but forestry here, there, everywhere in my neck of the woods. Let's see. This is kind of fun, actually, for shooting purposes. I don't have to hold the selfie stick. I don't have to walk with something. Yeah. Oh, bom dia, yeah. Tudo bem? I go right to Spanish. Oh gosh, conjugating Portuguese is hard for me. It's muito difícil. Eu falo português muito mal. Yeah. Malta. I can't remember. Muito difícil. Sim. I think it's sim. Sim. I like foreign languages a lot. It's easier when I am stationary like this to read the comments. It's hard to read the comments on a selfie stick or hand holding it, the screen not being bright enough, but now it's super bright, so it's great. I guess the other day when I was walking in North Pole, my screen was so dim and I couldn't figure out why, and I think it was on battery saver. Let's see, I want to visit and perhaps move there. I see I would have to fly into the closest airport, forgot which one that is, but take a private plane just to get to the North Pole. No, North Pole is a city outside of Fairbanks, Alaska. We are a town, basically. I'd say it's about a 12 or 15 mile drive from Fairbanks to North Pole. So look on a map and you'll see Fairbanks, Alaska, North Pole, Eidelson Air Force Base, Salcha, Harding Lake, Birch Lake, Delta, Tok, and then Canada. Oh yeah, move to Alaska. It's easy to move here. People think it's hard to move here, but wages are good. Yeah, jobs are plentiful. Yeah, Alaska's a cool place to live. I grew up in Alaska and Maui, so I grew up in the States, not part of the lower 48. So, had a unique upbringing, not living in the lower 48 at all, and being an American. I'm going to be going to a super duper cool place called Adak. It's an island in the Aleutian Chains of Alaska. And you guys are all going to get to see that too, because even when I travel, I'm going to work out every day. I'll be live streaming because I know Adak has Wi-Fi and service with Starlink. So, how's the cost of living? The cost of living here is high, but your wages reflect, and you can, like, my son's a teenager, not even a grown adult yet, and he makes about $25 American dollars an hour. So, it's not that hard to get a job here, and if you work full time, which he doesn't, because he's young still, full time, yeah, 25 an hour times 40 hours a week. You guys can do the math. Average starting wages here, I think Walmart starts at 19, and I think McDonald's even has some at 20 an hour. It's pretty common to start at $20 an hour here, just, in fast food. So, gallon of milk in Fairbanks and in North Pole is under $8. Out in the villages and the remote areas, it gets higher. Like Nome, I think it was $8, $9 a gallon. Barrow Utqiagvik, which is at the top of Alaska, which is Very remote. Everything has to be flown in or brought in on a boat, just like Nome. But in Utqiagvik Barrow, it was $18 a gallon for milk. Here, let's see, how much is milk? $4.50 max. Yeah, not that high. Yep. So the way I shop here is I buy my meat marked down at Walmart, Fred Meyer, Safeway. I just look for the marked down meat, freeze it. I look for sales. Fred Meyer's always gives you the coupon things in the mail. You can get your gas on discount with Fred Meyer points and Safeway points. Let's see. Yeah, if you can't go through Canada, because there's lots of legal stipulations, so they don't have to let you in. Yep, just fly. Fly from Seattle, or Chicago has direct flights now to Fairbanks. You could even fly into Anchorage, buy a cheap car, or yeah, if you can't drive up here, you drive your car. If you drive a car up here, you're gonna have to get it winterized with the block heater. I've made videos on that. It keeps the oil pan warm, circulating, all that. But that's when it's 20 below. Maybe 15 below is when people plug their cars in. Canada's gorgeous though. I'm thinking of going there. I'm not sure. I'm going to be doing a video shoot next to the border of Canada coming up this week. So that's going to be fun. Now debating if I'm going to go into Canada, which would be the Yukon Territory, which is one of my favorite areas. I've always wanted to see the Northwest Territories. I've never been there yet, but I love the Yukon Territory. I'm going to squeeze it in between my trip to Adak. My parents drove from Waco, Texas. It was 4,500 miles. Had it cold last summer. Yeah, it is quite far from Texas. Since I'm an American citizen, I wouldn't need a passport if I came from the lower 48. Actually, you do need a passport or a passport book to go through the Canadian border driving. Flying, you don't need a passport. You just need to present, your license. It's kind of funny because I've had some not rampages, people that check in saying, "Oh, where's your passport?" And they're like, "I don't need a passport. I'm an American." Well, you're flying international. No, yeah, we're flying international, but Americans only need to present a license. But that was a while ago. Now I have a passport, of course. But trying to drive through the Canadian border, you can get a passport book or a passport pass type thing for going through the Canadian border. And you drive the Alcan Highway, the Alaska Canadian Highway, which, I need to make it a little bit more tougher. There we go. You can hear that sound. I made the tension on this more. I forgot what I started at, 70. So I've ridden 3 miles. Summers are usually cold for everyone who does not live there compared to how hot we are in the lower 48. Fairbanks does get warm. We're in the interior. So we get as warm as 90. So it gets warm here, and then the sun doesn't set in the summer. So the stays warm. Our nights are nice. But the sun does go down the horizon a bit. Now it's getting dark. Actually, it wasn't pitch black, but it was dark enough to call it dark. But we're further south than the northern areas of Alaska. Like in Utqiagvik and Barrow, their sun is now setting. They're done with the 67 days of the sun not setting, and their sun is dipping below the horizon just a wee bit and then coming back up. So we're quickly losing daylight as we go towards December 21st, which is the solstice. We'll be losing daylight until December 21st. After that, we start to gain daylight. So you get to adjust to it gradually. We have politics on here from somebody with a Russian name. Oh, Yuri. I'm trying to read the Russian alphabet. I have a little bit of it. I forgot that. Let's see, really, it never sets in summer. Winters though, it's not always dark. Nope, we have daylight in the summer. Even in Utqiagvik Barrow, they have what's called twilight. Does it come back? Yeah, it sets, you'll see. I'm gonna be working on it every day. This scenery behind me will be snow in a couple months. But you'll see the gradual change of the daylight, and I could, because I will shoot some things where the sun is setting, so you kind of have an idea when I'm working out. Yuri, I got it right. Awesome. I can read Russian alphabet somewhat. I'm pretty bad at it. Like I know спасибо, хорошо, я иду домой, things like that. I don't know much Russian. Mosquito. That's one thing nice to not have in the winter is mosquitoes. Yep, I've been to where you're talking, Yuri. I've actually traveled there. I've traveled to 30 countries. I love traveling. When it comes to politics, though, I stay remote. I keep that private, personal. I don't like to get involved in taking sides on politics and being vocal about it in public. There's a place for that, and I think my channel's not a good place for that. I like to promote kindness, peace, motivation to do things like work out, share Alaska with everybody, and share my travels so that people can see the world. Because I do travel a lot because I have survived having a kidney transplant, Crohn's disease, and about 15 surgeries. And so I travel now, so in case one day I can't travel, which didn't get to do much traveling in between surgeries because I had to do so much recovery. Let's see, yes, this isn't the type of place for it. Yep. Like I said, I wish, as Trump said he wishes both sides to have no more killing, like with Russia and Ukraine. What he's for is, I agree with that, where you just want both sides to not have killing, both sides to not have death. I think that's the best way to put it. I mean, that seems a logical, response is that you would wish that nobody would die and that people could just live in peace. So, yep, that's a good way to think. But, hello. It's so much easier to be able to just sit and yak, except I'm not doing my arm workout. That's the problem. I'm trying to get that gone. This can't go. This is for dialysis. So, but I can get rid of the thing under it. But yeah, I got that brutal dialysis vein right there from another surgery. That was 2 surgeries to get that. Then they chop your arm open from here to here just to get the dialysis thing going. That was a crazy surgery, the final one. Okay, let's see. You're amazing. Keep up the good work. Hey, you too. All you guys get out there. 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day. Do something. Move your body, exercise, get outside, fresh air. I was going to work out inside because it's supposed to rain. And I was like, but I like the fresh air. So, nope, I won't hurt myself. I just take it slow. I don't think you're moving, though. Yep, I'm moving. I've gone almost 5 miles now on the exercise bike. And I keep bringing the tension down. There, tightening up the tension more. Getting into the green zone. I was in the yellow zone, now I'm in the green zone on the tension. Let's see, how many minutes have gone? Almost 20, that's good. Yep, any ab exercises today? I have to be careful on that. I've had a lot of surgery in the abs. And I take that a little bit slower because I've been chopped up over here for my kidney transplant. I had an ostomy bag there for a while. I've completely been chopped up all over. I've had about 10 or 12 surgeries, all in the abdomen from Crohn's disease, kidney transplant. So I go easy on the abs. It's the legs and the arms I'm going to be working on. I was lucky though. I got my kidney transplant and didn't have to start dialysis. But I'm ready for dialysis if need be. And I'm very, very lucky because I'm part Native Alaskan, and we have free medical coverage up here for the Native Alaskans. So I'm very, very lucky. Yep, just gotta go, go, go. I figured if I could set an example after going through all these surgeries and, you know, having life possibly not continue for me with all the medical issues I've been having, that I could set a good example that anybody can do this. You just get up, move, and get motivated to do it. That's the biggest problem, is getting motivated. My motivation is actually you guys, because I keep every day talking myself out of it. Like, oh, I'll make an excuse today as to why I can't do it. And I'm like, geez, that's why I'm putting it on live stream, so I can't get out of it. Yep, it's summertime in Alaska right now. Yep, it's summertime still. It'll start getting dark 10-ish, 11, I want to say 11-ish. It starts to get a little bit dark. 10 or 11, I don't know, I can't remember. We do have a lot of daylight still. Yep. So if you have a medical situation, take small walks. Just do a little bit. Or if you're in a hospital bed, they a lot of times make you walk. They would make me walk 3 times a day minimum, every recovery for every surgery. And I would always try to do like 5 or 7 walks in the hospital, because I just want to hurry up and get feeling better and get the heck out of the hospital. Let's see. It's getting so dark now, somewhat kind of dark. Can you explain the health coverage? How much of wages go for that, or how does it work? If you're part Native, which I am, I'm part of Inupiaq, we get it covered for free. So if you're part Native of Lower 48, Indigenous or Indigenous Alaskan, you put the paperwork through and get qualified, and everything's 100% free. My transplant was free. They cover hotel, you know, all your lodging, your food, airplane tickets, all that kind of stuff. I go down to Anchorage a lot for medical coverage, for medical treatment, and here in Fairbanks. So I'm very, very lucky. If you're not Native, then you don't get the qualification to get it. It's just for Indigenous Alaskans and Lower 48 Natives. So, pretty fit. No, I'm not fit. I'm not fit at all. I used to be a cross-country racer when I was younger. I don't feel fit, but I'm just going to take it one day at a time. That's the whole goal on this. But if you come up here with no medical coverage, or you have like Medicaid or something like that, you could transfer it up to here and get the same coverage that you have in the Lower 48. I think I have Medicaid as well. I'm not sure. I can't remember. My Native stuff, they put all the paperwork through. They got all the qualifications for me. So, yeah, I'm not fit right now. I'm trying to get fit. I do like to travel. When I travel, I lose weight because I walk a lot, you know, walking everywhere. So, and then I come back and gain weight. So I think what's going to happen is I will just do this every day, so that when I do travel, I'm more fit and can walk further. It's really, oh good. It's the whole goal is you guys encourage me to do it every day. And I encourage you guys to do something every day or every other day or whatever you think you can handle. So what's the diet look like? Kidney transplant diet. Certain things I can't have, certain things I'm supposed to cut out. My big nemesis is I love carbohydrates, and I'll consume too much of that. I eat fruits, vegetables, meats are just kind of me. I'd rather eat some peanut butter for my protein and egg whites for my protein. Carbohydrates is what I have to cut out, which I've been doing. So I weighed myself finally. Before day 1 started, I weighed myself. And today I weighed myself and I was down 2.5 pounds. But that was me really working on my diet too. No fried foods, no grapefruit, which I love, no pomegranates, which I love. Peanut butter, excellent source of protein, yep. And I have a small amount of that and some egg whites, because egg yolks, kidney transplant patients are only supposed to have 2 egg yolks a week. So, and I drink a lot of water, because as a transplant patient, that's bare minimum. You need to keep the kidneys flushed. So, oh, your mom's on dialysis. That happened. You would have to give that up. Yep, that's why I traveled too. Because when if I started dialysis, I can't travel. So, squeeze in all the traveling I can before it might get to that point. I don't know, but my kidney so far is just slowly, tests are coming, or just kind of slowly regressing. And it's cool, they put the kidney in the front now. That's pretty cool, I think. Yeah, water is key. Coconut water, I don't drink that, but my son loves it. Yeah, dialysis, I'm very thankful I got to avoid, but I got the surgery, 2 surgeries to get the fistula thing in. When I go through TSA, they always, because it's huge, they always feel it. It always trips things. It's kind of funny. They're like, oh, yeah, that's just my fistula. But what was I going to say next? There's something, the key point. Oh, yes, I don't like to leave the country or leave Alaska in the summertime. I like to travel in Alaska because I don't want to, lose any of my summertime in Alaska. I did travel to Ohio though in July to be with my husband for his nationals. He was fencing in the nationals. That was fun. Let's see. Yep, eats the same thing. Maybe not. Yep, every other day for dialysis. So traveling becomes real difficult. My coverage with the Native Care would cover in country, out of country. I'd have to work with each country. That gets kind of difficult. Last year in November, I went to a bunch of Asian countries on the Pacific Rim there. And all of those wouldn't have been able to do dialysis. I had to alter certain drugs too. That I think it was Singapore didn't allow certain drugs. So I was in Singapore for a short time. So I didn't have to worry about the one drug. I could leave it at home because it wasn't a life or death type thing. But they considered it a controlled substance, blah, blah, blah. And so you have to be careful when traveling international about your drugs. Certain things like your syringes for different injections. You have to have all the prescriptions with you and everything. So it gets kind of, when I travel with one backpack. And that's it. I don't like luggage. And the bottom of my backpack, about this much to the bottom of the backpack, is full of all my medications. Because you have to have them in the prescription bottles traveling internationally. Let's see. What time is it here in Alaska? We are one time zone. It is 6:11 p.m. Now, way back when I was a teenager, in 1984 and younger, Alaska was 4 time zones. And I remember when they changed it, because Juneau was 2 time zones ahead of Fairbanks and Anchorage. And that was throwing things off with politics and people with jobs and working. And so they changed it to 1 time zone. But yep, that's how big Alaska is. We were once 4 time zones. 4. It's quite crazy. Oh my gosh, how far? I'm almost at a half hour. See, that's what happens when I live stream. I don't talk myself out of working out thinking, oh, today I'll just do a half hour. Nope, I got to do an hour. I committed to 1 hour a day. Some form of movement, preferably outside. So in the wintertime, I will be trying to be outside doing my walking, or let's see, it'd be kind of hard to live stream and cross-country ski. I could go down the hill. Oh, you love listening to me talk. Ever since I was a little kid in school, my report cards always said, "Oh, Katie's a great student, pleasure to have in the class, but she talks too much." So it's kind of been something that is who I am. I talk too much. And that crazy lady walking around Alaska talking to herself. But yeah, look up Adak. Adak Island, Alaska. It's closer to Japan than it is to Seattle. And it's going to be super cool because this island of Adak is one of the islands that the Japanese occupied in World War II. So I'm going to be showing you guys remnants from World War II and Japan's occupation on Adak. So that's like a place I've always wanted to go. It's, I think, 2,000 miles away from Hokkaido Island, Japan. And if you look on the map, you'll see how close it is. A globe. If you look at the globe, it makes it so much more better to try to visualize. So I'll be bringing all that to you guys coming up this next week. 4 hours, East Coast, yeah, 4 hours. Good. I love people. I'm glad people like listening to me talk, because I could just like blah, 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 talk. I talk too much. But yeah, so you're on the East Coast. People always wonder, how long does it take for us to fly to the East Coast? And I say, it takes longer to fly to the East Coast than it does to Iceland. Because from Anchorage to Iceland, we fly over the pole, well, over Northwest Territory, Canada, over Greenland, and into Iceland, drop down. So it's a 7-hour flight from Anchorage to Reykjavik, Iceland. And to Frankfurt, I think it's an 8-hour flight. So we can fly to Germany in 8 hours. But flying to the East Coast, we have to stop in Seattle, do a layover, and get to the East Coast. So it's sometimes quicker just to fly to Europe from Alaska. That's going to be awesome. Yes, Adak. I'm looking forward to it. I've always wanted to go to Adak, but it's so expensive to go there. Airplane tickets from Fairbanks to Adak are about $1,200 to $1,500 round trip. And I have Alaska Air Miles, of which it only requires 7,500 air miles to get there. So, and back, so that's 15,000 air miles. And I earn those really quick. So, it's going to be so fun to go to Adak. That's what's always stopped me from going there. And there's only about 200 people there because it's a decommissioned military base. And we stay in an Airbnb that is old military housing. So it's going to be fun. Yeah, it's a lot of money. So with the air miles, for 15,000 air miles, it didn't take me very long to earn. That's just like going to the East Coast and back practically. Or no, I have an elite status, so I earn miles quicker. And then we have miles attached to our Alaska credit card. So yeah, anyway, I earn them really quick. And I think the total taxes, I think it was like $48 I spent for a round trip ticket, cash out of pocket, to Adak. So that's going to be fun. I can't wait. When am I going? Oh, it's not next week. This week, next week. Wait, I'm going to go towards Canada this week. And then Adak the next week. That's what it was. And then after that, waiting for my son to get his passport. We forgot that he needed to renew it because it has to have 6 months on it before you can go to another country before expiration. Waiting on that. He wants to go to Poland. Oh, North Pole. Yeah, I'm in North Pole, not Fairbanks. Yeah, North Pole is where it's at. North Pole is pretty big, actually. It's really spread out here. Hey, North Pole. You're also in North Pole. Awesome. If you see me walking around with a selfie stick, that's me. I've had somebody finally honk. That was at UAF yesterday. Seems like a long time ago yesterday. Yeah, I walked around the entire UAF campus. I started at the Patty building, parked there, and walked up and around. It took me an hour, so it was a perfect walk. And it was a good uphill walk. Oh, actual North Pole. No, there's a town named North Pole. Yeah, the North Pole is further north. This is the town of North Pole. Yep. If I went further north, I'd hit the tundra land. There'd be no trees. It'd just be tundra bush. If you watch my Utqiagvik Barrow Alaska videos, they have nothing but tundra bush, green grass and things like that, and tundra plants, but no trees. I think, is it the Arctic Circle where that's where the tundra line begins? I have to look that up. And Nome has trees. I was surprised. I thought, wait, we're kind of like the same latitude, Fairbanks and Nome. Nome is kind of where my village is located, close to Golovin. That's where my great grandma was born. That's where I get my Nupiaq from. Oh, let's see. I think I got, wait, today's Sunday. Yeah, I have this week cleared so I can travel. I have lots of doctor appointments. Get them out of the way so I can travel. So I like to travel in Alaska when it's summertime. So, like I said, it's going to be super cool. There's an Airbnb. I've been looking for super cool Airbnbs, and it's a shipping container. Not shipping. No, that was no. It's a wood stove, an actual wood stove turned into an Airbnb. It's going to be cool. Let's see. 181 miles north of Fairbanks is Arctic Circle on the maps. Thank you, northernmost. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Travel to the farthest point north. I have traveled to Utqiagvik Barrow, which is the northernmost part of Alaska, and I've flown over Greenland quite a few times. Flew over almost the North Pole, flying to, let's see, it would have been Frankfurt, Germany, or Iceland. I'm not sure which one brought me closest to the North Pole, actual North Pole. I had a small tour to the northernmost point. It's called Nuvik. Oh, yeah, in Canada, in the Northwest Territories, to watch polar bears. I've wanted to go to Longyearbyen, I think it's called. That looks cool to go to. That's way up north. Yeah, Longyearbyen. Longyearbyen. It's considered Norway, I think. I've always wanted to go there. Let's see. Nuvik is 7 miles north of Utqiagvik. Ah, cool. Very cool. Just barely beats it out. I did not go to Point Barrow yet. I'm saving that for the third trip. Each time I save something. I want to take my husband to Nome and Utqiagvik Barrow. And Adak. He wants to go to Adak too. Super excited about Adak. Always wanted to go there. I'd love to go to the island of Attu. That's the one furthest out on the Aleutian chain, but that would be too expensive. And Alaska Air doesn't fly there. Alaska Air only goes to Adak, but it'll be fun. Point Barrow, yeah, aka Point Barrow. Yep. Let's see. Where am I at the time? 38. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit more tension, make it harder. It's cool to see people from North Pole and Fairbanks coming on here. And if you see me walking on the road and all that kind of stuff, stop and join and walk like it's a Forrest Gump thing. Go to Kaktovik in October. 100 polar bears on the beach. I do not like bears. Golly, I've had bear scares. I don't like bears. I don't like seeing them in zoos. I'm spooked by bears. Like I said, I've had some bear scares. I've had moose scare where I'm like this close to a moose in the bushes accidentally. The moose froze, I froze. I was just a teenager. And I just slowly backed up and the moose let me go on my way. So that was cool. But moose are very dangerous. So I was just taught to freeze. You see a bear, you see a moose, freeze. Wait it out, and it starts coming at you. You go, hey bear, go away, and be more aggressive. But if I don't have a gun on me, I don't like walking around places where I know there's frequent bears. Barrow was okay because they have the bear patrol, which helps a lot for peace of mind up here. But I kept scanning and looking because in Wales, just above Nome, Wales had that polar bear killing of the mother and young son. And that was somebody that was connected to my family. So I don't like polar bears at all. I'll look at them in a safe zone, safe distance with somebody that has a gun or I have a gun. Then I might, yeah, I just don't like bears. Oh, okay. Catch up with messages. How long have I lived in Alaska? On and off. Oh gosh, I'd have to add it up. I grew up in Alaska, in Maui, the two best states, Hawaii and Alaska. Yeah. Then lived in the lower 48 on and off for 15, 20 years and came back here. So I want to say 30-ish plus years in Alaska. Let's see. Come on, chubby dubby happy. That's a weird thing to say. I am a chubby, but not a dubby. I'm a chubby Katie. Try to not be chubby Katie. It makes this type of content. Cool, I'm glad. Oh, you saw the Bear Patrol for a year. You were on Bear Patrol for a year. Woo, you're brave. Oh, I'm not about bears. I've lived out in the woods where you have to walk the half mile to your bus stop. That is always spooked. I'd rather run into a moose than a bear. Oh, let me see. Sorry guys, I had to restart my phone. What did you miss? You missed the bear talk. Polar bears. Steps. Well, oh yeah, it happened on the front. You know, yeah. That family is connected. I have a lot of family in Wales. A lot. The Johnson family is my family there. The Oxerrock, I always say it wrong, family. But yeah, that was connected to our family. But it's hard not to be connected when it's a small village like that. Everybody knows everybody. Read all of the messages. That's awesome. Good. A moose ran past me and my two brothers while we were taking our dog out in the winter. Ooh, yeah, dogs around moose, that gets the moose spooked. You never want to spook a moose. And then they trample. That's always scary. Anchorage has way too many moose. And then outside of Anchorage and Eagle River, all those bears. I don't like hiking. I have to have a gun if I'm going to hike in the wilderness. Let's see. I have seen a lot of videos of people traveling through Alaska. I think the one was crazy about how an entire town of people live in one building. Yeah, it's Whittier. I've been there. It's really cool all year round. Yep. You're going to go now. See you later to Benny Bides. See you tomorrow. I will be working out. I got to set down a time where I'm always on it, working out somewhere. No moose are not an animal you want to mess with. Nope. Yeah, the town of Whittier. You drive to Anchorage and you drive past the, is it Turnagain Arm, I think it is, past Alyeska. Hang a left instead of a right to go to Seward. And then you pay a toll to go through the tunnel. The tunnel is one way. It goes through the mountain. And then you get to the town of Whittier, which is gorgeous. But there's bears there. I did hike up into the upper mountain area on a trail. And I was like, I'm spooked. I gotta get out of here and go back. But it was pretty. I want to go back to Whittier and take the ferry out of there. That would be fun. And Whittier they have that one building where everybody lives and the school's connected to it underground. That's pretty cool. Yep, that tunnel is pretty cool. It's a railroad tunnel, and then every half hour they switch the traffic. It's just a one way. Only, I think it's one lane. I can't remember now. Dang it. But it's long. It's really long. Oopsie. My bad. Here we go. Get connected. I'm going to check my audio, make sure everything's good. Yep. Okay, good. Everything is good. No more moves. No. That's what the guy did too. Yeah, I think I saw the video talking about where he went and interviewed a bunch of people inside the building. I've not done that. I just kind of walked around. I've been there 2 times in the summertime, not the winter. It's really pretty. Whoopsie, my bicicleta is falling apart. But I do want to go back through there and shoot video going through the tunnel and going through the town again. It's really pretty there. Okay, it's starting to sprinkle a wee bit. 45 minutes, woo, woo, woo. And I was gonna procrastinate and say, sorry guys, I'm gonna stay inside and not work out and post a lame video with my excuse. No more excuses. It's starting to rain a bit. I think my tablet will be okay. I've gone 13 miles. Yeah. I'm bringing the tension down more and more. I do have a tarp that can cover the tablet if it gets too much rain. I should have brought an umbrella out so I could just kind of hold it over the tablet. My tablet has a case on it, so it should be okay. Come on. 15 more minutes. 14. Yep, 14 more minutes. It's starting to really rain here. Uh-oh. It's getting wet. Okay, let's just push it. Let's see, where's the lens? The lens is there. So I bet you I could put a tarp over it. Yep, with the tension. I start easy and then bring it little bit. So this is one of the old school ones. I got it for free at the Really Free Market in May with my drum set. Eventually I got to put that together and play drums. It does help that I used to be an athlete. I'm a washed up athlete. The best I did was qualifying as an alternate for the junior Olympic team in cross country skiing for the state of Alaska. That's it. And then I was like, okay, I peaked in 10th grade, call it good. No, actually, freshman year, we were the state champions in the entire state. That was cool. Yay. It's not going to keep raining. All right, 12 minutes. Let's keep the rain away. So tomorrow, I do take suggestions on where to walk or what to do. I have a Nordic track inside the house, which I was going to do, but my dog was spazzing out. So I decided not to do that. I take my chances out here in the rain. But like I said, my tablet's got a good case on it, so I think I can get away with this. Mosquitoes. Drawback. Ouch, it got me. That's the drawback. But I'm not doing my Nordic track, which has the arm movement. Gotta do more arms. Get my chicken wings gone. Speaking of which, have you seen the chicken on Badger Road? Oh, it was funny to see that today. There's a guy in a chicken suit on Badger Road at that wing place. That's funny. I got the video of it, so I think I might try to post that into something. I was driving by really fast. So, well, not really fast, the speed limit, because the North Pole police were out. They pulled somebody over at the gas station at Great Alaska Pizza. I was like, I better behave, they're out. Okay, we're getting there. Almost at the 10-minute mark, and I'll bring the tension down even more. Wintertime is going to be fun working out, because that's what I'm used to working out in, is the winter outside. So that'll be fun. And then I'm still going to go into Birch Hill too, to walk one of the basic loops there. And then UAF has their ski trails where I trained quite a bit. So lots of places to work out and do walks. Lots of Alaska Land's a place to walk. And then around the skateboard park and Carlson Center along the river. That'd be good. Is there a place you haven't been in a while that you would like to walk or exercise? Let's see. It would have to be, well, North Pole's kind of limiting. Fairbanks, definitely Fairbanks. Lots of locations there. So suggest anything in Fairbanks. North Pole, I'd probably drive to Saltire or Harding Lake to walk around the lake a little bit. That would be more exciting for me. But let's see. I was about to mention maybe by a river or somewhere. Yeah, the Chino River, that's good. I could do before bingo, because I like to play bingo, and that's Chino Bingo. That's on the river, Chino River. I could do a walk around downtown Fairbanks along the river. Like walk along the river from bingo to as far as I could go in a half hour along the river. And then back, turn around to get back to bingo. That would be perfect. Good idea. Yeah, river. I just have to be careful with the live stream because it's so intermittent. It gets frustrating. What's the time? Yay! 52 minutes. Not much rain. Getting fresh air. That's good. I hope other people are exercising 5 or 10 minutes a day. Oh, I better tighten the tension. Otherwise, no work, no gain. Or lose, because the goal is to lose fat and weight. It's nice that the forest fires are not in full smokiness, because working outside would not be good with the forest fires. It'd be smoky. See, I'm looking at myself on here and this gotta go. That started developing after transplant. Wasn't moving enough. Wasn't exercising enough. Dang, this tension's harder. Oh, almost, let's see, close to 15 miles. Getting there. That clock says 52 and a half minutes. So let's try to go 10 minutes more so that I'm starting correctly. Because when I started, I think I was setting things up and wasted a minute. Fires have been real bad, according to Dad. They're up in the Dakotas. Oh yeah, I've been seeing fires down there. You wish you could move back. Yep. I stay living where I have the medical coverage. So I could move out of Alaska to the lower 48, but then all the top-notch facilities that do treatment for me in Anchorage and Fairbanks would no longer be at my disposal. So I will stay living in Alaska forever, but I will travel a lot. So one of my favorite places to go back to that I was surprised was so awesome, Vietnam. I went there in November. Gosh, it was so cool there. I want to go back. I went to Hanoi. It was a layover, and we stayed at a really nice local hotel in a local little village. It was so cool. Yep, lots of good reasons to live in Alaska. Dividend check, no sales tax, unless you're in North Pole, they do have a tax. No sales tax. Amazing life. Population is small, so you can not be so tight with your neighbors. They say the crime's so bad there. Well, in pocket areas, yes, crime can be bad. But I don't live in those areas, and when I do go to those areas, I get kind of like an attitude of don't mess with me type behavior. I'm good at that when I travel in other countries too. The funniest thing to do is if you're traveling in another country, learn some Inupiaq words or Yupik or any indigenous words. People can't place them. I just start rattling off Inupiaq words. Like I was in France, and you get people targeting me, and I'm a female, older. They think, oh, I can take advantage of her. And they go blah 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 blah, and I say, "Sokayak, Hagnakatiga," and they're huh, and then they say nothing and leave you alone. They just look confused. So, just learn a few Inupiaq words. It works, and people won't mess with you if you're a female. And where was it that I did that again? Italy. Oh, in Rome. Geez. People come to you, do you know English? And I go, I'm not going to take a soul kayak. And they go, and they walk off. Those are just some native names of my family. That's it. It was funny. So just say, Su kayak agnakatiga. That's it. It works. They can never place the language. They leave you alone. Yep, complete different going from small town to big town. You're right. Oh no, the rain. Where am I at? 58, 59 minutes. Woo! Getting there. I'm gonna trust my tablet case to protect my tablet. Pretty sure it's waterproof. My phone's not waterproof, but it's got a good case on it. All right. So, anybody traveling to another country, do that. You can use the names. They're on my header. You could say Utqiagvik. People know that a little bit more. Aniktuvik. I use any, just, Chinik, Gungok. You just use anything. People will leave you alone. Try that in New York, maybe. That might work too. People will leave you alone. Well, Manhattan, New York. Not the state of New York. Just the big city area. Any big city, it works. Yep, rain. Okay, 50 something minutes. Just gonna keep going. Not gonna cheat. You guys will hold me accountable. I'm at, get the rain off this, 86.75.5 miles. That would be my Duolingo saying, do your lessons. Now, I could say Hawaiian words. I know a lot more Hawaiian words than Inupiaq words, but people can kind of place Hawaiian words sometimes. So I just stick with Inupiaq. Let's see, the next country I'm going to, other than Canada, is either going to be Switzerland, Germany and Poland, or Singapore and Thailand. I had less problems in Singapore, Vietnam, Philippines, Malaysia, and Taiwan. I didn't have any problems there either. Just here and there, my son had problems in Tokyo because he's walking in Tokyo, the Shinjuku area, the red light district, and people are trying to say, hey, cheap girl. And you just say, so kayak, and they would stop talking to him. So that was quite funny. Okay, it still doesn't say 60 minutes. Just gonna keep going. Let's see. I got a good case on my tablet. We're putting it to a test right now. See if it doesn't get wet. Okay, as soon as it says 60, I'm gonna reduce the tension. And I've just hit 16 miles. 16. Still waiting. Getting there. Oh man, this is the hard part. Gotta keep going. So tomorrow, I think I might be on here before 5. It's either before 5 or after 5. That's the goal. Okay, let's do a sprint. Getting close. I think it says 60. Yes. Okay, take the tension. Oh, jeez, I feel so much better. Take the tension down. Let's do a wind down. Let's get it to say that I've done 17 and a half miles. Go a little bit more. Talbot's already wet. AT&T shops are here. They can fix it if I break it. Gotta set goals. That's one thing I got up here, so my brain can figure out a good workout to push, 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 not make it too easy. That you gotta have a little bit of sprint, a little bit of longevity, a little bit of all of the above, difficulty, and this is for endurance. Where did you get? Oh, you did great. Thank you. That's a lot of miles. Yep. Okay, I made it. Woo! What was it? Oh, well, 16 and a half miles, I think it is. Okay. All right. What was it? Oh, yeah, I get to do this. Take the day 4. Woo! I'll pick it up when I'm done. Otherwise, the squirrels will make a nest out of it. Okay, the rain is starting to pour. I better cover this up with the tarp and cover this, get this back inside. I will see you guys tomorrow, probably before 5 or after 5, Alaska time. Thanks for watching, guys. Yep, you're gonna go inside. Okay, good. Thanks for joining me. You guys are really helping me to get this done because I want to procrastinate it. I want to have excuses, and I have to live up to the daily part in capital letters of my stuff. So it's no more excuses for me. Just not going to use them. They're so easy to use. I procrastinate half the day thinking, how can I get out of it? I'm like, Katie, you just have to do it. Okay, so tomorrow, same time-ish roughly. Yeah. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.